Welcome back to my kitchen and my year of cake. And this week, I wasn't sure what I was gonna make, but I got inspired when I was at Bulk Barn the other day by coconut. So I picked up this bakery emulsion coconut. I also picked up some shredded coconut. So we're gonna do a simple coconut cake. I'm just doing an adaptation from my vanilla cake layers, and we'll add in some coconut flavoring just as a first time trying to make a coconut flavored cake. Maybe in the future, I'll try adding coconut cream and other coconut things. But today, just keeping it simple. I was thinking about making something with pineapple and coconut, but I think if I want to make a pineapple curd, it's better to do that like the day before. So then my mind switched from pineapple because I was like, I don't really feel like pineapple and coconut. I want chocolate and coconut. So I'm gonna make chocolate and coconut. So I'll do a chocolate buttercream. I might add some coconut milk into the buttercream instead of oat milk. I don't know, you know what? Today is really just about having fun in the kitchen and testing out some different things. So let's have fun and let's get started. Oh, if you hear that, there's a tractor outside getting rid of some of the snow because there's been so much snow. Freya wants to go outside, but she can't get outside because the tractor's out there. Okay, so you might hear that sound throughout the video. I don't know how long they're gonna be here, but let's get cooking. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get started with the wet ingredients. Okay, to start with our wet ingredients, I have 2 cups of oat milk and 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. I'm gonna mix this together and set it aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. So while that does its thing, let's bring this over and mix our dry ingredients. So into my stand mixer, I'm adding in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup of cake flour. Then I have 1 tablespoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Put on the whisk and mix this up. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. We're gonna move back to the wet ingredients. So we've got our vegan buttermilk here, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. I'm gonna mix this up. Now, I don't know how much to add. It says it's 1 teaspoon of emulsion equals 1 teaspoon of extract. I think we're doing a tablespoon. And hopefully that's enough because you know, if you've been watching these videos, I always add more. Maybe we do. You know what? Let's just do 1 tablespoon. I think it's good. It smells strong. So we'll mix this together. You know, I can smell the coconut, but again, if you've watched the videos, I taste it and then I want more. Can't really taste this, so we're just gonna add in another teaspoon. Maybe it'll be too much. I don't think so. I guess we'll see. So 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon. But I like flavor. I like it to really taste like it, so time will tell. That's all combined. We'll bring the stand mixer over and add in our wet ingredients. And let's mix this until combined. Just gonna scrape the sides. We'll evenly divide the batter into my 6-inch cake tin. Again, I like working with 6-inch cake tins because I like the layers, but you could do 2 8-inch. You could probably even stretch to 2 9 inches. Okay, you can check the batter with your scale. Okay, these are going into the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. I'm gonna check them at the 20-minute mark because it might be 25 minutes. I'll try to remember to tell you how long it was after, but check around 20, it might go up to 30. We'll put them in the oven. I'm gonna get started on the buttercream. So I'm making an American style buttercream today, but changing it from what I've done in the past, kind of. But yeah, I am. Anyways, we're kind of making this one on the fly today. So I've got 1/2 cup of vegan butter and 1 cup of vegetable shortening and a spatula. Just adding this all in. I've got my paddle attachment here. I'm gonna let this whip up nice and good. Whip up really well for about 5 minutes, 3-5 minutes. Okay, I thought I was filming there, but I have added in 1/3 of a cup of melted chocolate. I did it in the microwave. It's chocolate chips, 1/3 of a cup of chocolate chips with 1 tablespoon of oat milk. I did it for 15 seconds, mixed it up, added the oat milk, and then did 15 more seconds, mixed it up. Anyways, that's gonna be what makes this chocolatey. So we'll mix it. Let's get all the sides. Continue mixing. I'm gonna now add in our icing sugar, 4 cups in total, 1 cup at a time. Mix along the way. Cup 2, cup 3, and cup 4. Okay, now to make this like a chocolatey coconut situation, I'm gonna add in this coconut emulsion. I'm gonna add in some coconut milk instead of doing oat milk to thin it out. Let's see how this works. Let's just do 2 off the bat. Maybe we don't need the emulsion. I'll taste it after I add this. I want to thin it out some more, so I'm going to add in, let's do 4 in total. Okay, let's give it a taste. You know what? Do you know what I'm gonna say? Let's add in some of the emulsion, just a little bit. And I might add in just a touch, like 1 more tablespoon of the coconut milk, just to like make it even more fluffy of a frosting. Mix this up, add in 1 teaspoon and 1 more tablespoon of coconut milk and whip it. This frosting's looking really good. We're ready for decorating time. So we'll do that next. The cakes are out of the oven. I realized I forgot to set a timer. So I think it was about 30 minutes. I had to keep an eye on the oven and take them out when they looked like they were ready. They were ready. So we will cut them up. The edges aren't too caramelized, so I'm not going to trim the sides, but I am going to trim off the top because they are a bit domed. And I am going to cut them into layers so that there's going to be 6 layers to this cake. Let me trim this. And instead of my cake leveler, I'm going to use a serrated knife today. Okay, nicked myself a bit, but I have a Band-Aid. Taking off this top layer, and I'm gonna cut this in half. Cake layer number 1. I'm going to add in some shredded coconut as well. Next layer. And just going to repeat the layers. Okay. I didn't really place this on here very centered. No, I didn't. What do I want to do for how this one looks? Okay, I'll put this in the freezer, one of the two. Okay, back from the freezer. Okay, let's flatten out this top, I guess. I'm gonna add some toasted coconut. Did I just put toasted coconut on it? Yeah. I want some kind of something happening here. So let's see what this does. Oh yeah. I like that, a little something, a little, I like that, Kind of like a coconut husk. I just really want to change something up. I like that, that's fun. Okay, it is done. It was looking pretty good, smooth, but I was feeling like that was a little boring and I wanted to do something different. I didn't feel like piping, so I tried this and you know what? It's different, I like it. You can pretend that it's like a coconut husk. I don't really know. What do you think? You think it's good? Yeah. Oh yes, Eric thinks it looks good. Big smile. Yeah. Well, let's cut into it. The moment of truth. Oh, I really like this. This is really nice. The cake is so fluffy. I like coconut. I don't think that this is too coconutty. I like it. I like it. What other combos could I do with coconut? Taking the little toasted coconut from the top, those chips, nice little crunch. This cake is really good. These layers are so light and fluffy. The coconut flavor, I think, is there, not too strong for me. I love coconut. It's really nice. I like the shredded coconut in between the layers. It gives a nice texture. The chocolate buttercream is good. It's so good. Sometimes American style buttercream to me is too sweet. I don't know what did it. I think adding that chocolate probably cut back because the chocolate was dark chocolate, a dark vegan chocolate. Maybe that helped cut the sweetness, and adding in the coconut milk, it's nice and thick and gorgeous. And Eric's over there playing and laughing at me. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Next week, I'm gonna go gluten-free. We are doing a gluten-free cake. So with these cakes, I have a slice, Matthew has a slice, and then he takes them into the office. One of Matthew's coworkers is gluten-free, so I feel really bad that she hasn't been able to have any of the cakes. So I wanna make a gluten-free cake so she can have some. So I'm gonna try gluten-free. I don't know if I'll do vanilla or chocolate, but I have some time to think about that. Anyways, that'll be next week. I'm gonna go finish the rest of this cake and play with Eric. Have a good one. Bye.